Welcome
Back.
to TAE Time Podcast. I'm not going to that. Yeah, how are you? How's everybody? I hope you're all good. Hope you're all having a good time. Man, actually, you know what's funny? The last episode we recorded was the Morocco one.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Morocco one. And that was just last week as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That came out last week, but
Yeah, but it feels so long ago.
I know. That's what I'm thinking.
It's
I'm
because
like,
we recorded on Tuesday.
Oh.
So, and then today's like Friday. So the
Yeah.
day before episode comes out. So we were literally just, like
We need to
going through.
record
So
something.
we need to record something. We need to get something out there for you guys, obviously. But
Maybe my sunglasses on my head.
you can kind of tell life is just been like that. Yeah. Like you can tell about like whether it's busy or whatever based off how much of a hoe I look like, how much of a bum I look like. The more bummy I look like, the more busy I am. The less bummy I look like, then it's like I have time to take care of myself. Quote unquote.
Yes.
So whereas Nicolette always looks good,
Oh, come on.
easy light work for her.
I'm not looking great either.
Whereas, for me, it's just like looking like a bum, hair's a mess, face a mess, haven't gotten a haircut and God knows how long, just out here doing whatever, But
I always try to look up at like photos, to kind of like see what I've been doing, because I feel like it's so easy to forget what I'm doing day to day, and it's like, oh, what kind of update can I give? What kind of like life update? Where have we been at? Well, I had some girlfriends over. It was very nice. I baked a little cake for them because it was 2 of their birthdays and I missed it. I baked a cake and I think it came out quite nice.
It was a nice cake. It was actually quite a nice cake. Everyone enjoyed the cake thoroughly.
Yeah.
They ate seconds the next day.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Like that's always a good sign because like people might just eat a bite of the cake on one day, but to know if they actually really like your cake is the next day. If they go for seconds, everyone already knows what my favorite baker is.
Who's your favorite baker? Who's your favorite baker?
Cake maker it's her mother.
My mother.
Oh my god, her cakes are amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
I love her cake so much.
Yeah, we were in Tralee for a while,
and I didn't get any.
Well, that's your problem. She made salam de biscuits, if you know.
Those were very nice.
Lovely. It's basically this like chocolatey filling with like biscuit inside it.
Translate it to English and it gives
a biscuit
salami.
It sounds
but
so
it's
bad.
because it looks like a salami, but it's a biscuit, because it has like little white parts and then it's all brown and whatever, so like
it's freaking delicious, and
I
think I ate half of it, if not more, by myself on my ones.
No, it's very good. I like it a lot. Honestly,
what's your favorite cake that she makes?
It's the one it's the one that she knows is my favorite, like
with the crunch.
But also, to be honest, that one I think that one and the like chocolatey one, the chocolatey one with the little white middle or whatever it is, or like the chocolatey one are probably my favorite. Those two are just like so good. But then I also really like the one that's like white on top with the little brown spots and it's like layered. I like all the cakes.
Do you know the honey one?
Yeah, and obviously
that one's delicious. I love the honey
one.
But
no, I'm trying to think. Actually, I think all of them, honestly. I don't think I have a favorite. Like your mom does think the honey one is my favorite. I know she thinks
No. She thinks the one with the crispy middle. She knows that.
Yeah. The crispy and then whatever. And then like, but I like all of them. Oh, I just like them all. I haven't had them in so long.
Frick has been starved here.
I've been starved.
Yeah, I made you cake, okay? That was good.
Side eye.
That was good cake.
It's like I see your it's like I see your mom's cake and I look at you and I just sigh. It's like
I feel like you're just not appreciative enough of what you have at home.
Yeah, I know, because what I have down in Tralee in your home is a lot better.
Hilarious. I've been really craving galush de cuprone, so Mom, next time I'm down, can you please make that thing?
Whatever that is.
It's the like balls and there's like plum inside it. And it's like
plum.
It's like dough and then it's like
Who wants
sugar.
That? No one wants that.
Oh my god, I love fruity stuff.
No one wants that, buddy. No one wants that.
When I was younger,
actually, I was gonna ask you, what is your like Romanian like back day? You're like, what's the like thing?
Well, what I distinctively remember from past birthdays was that my mom obviously would make my cake for my birthday every year. And first of all, it was never a circle cake, okay? I was introduced to circle cakes here. It was a square cake because that's the kind of like pan that we had, and obviously you make more and easier to share, blah blah. And she'd just make this like really basic kind of like what's it called, a base, like a sponge base, and then she put like fruit in it, and I loved it. And then she put like friska on top, which is like, I guess, whipped cream. And yeah, it was freaking delicious. It was the best. And she'd also make reserva, which was one of my favorites when I was little, but I think I just liked the name a lot, but I don't know, whatever. It was nutty, and it had like this cream, this chocolate cream. You definitely tried it, I think, at my aunt's house. But
yeah, I don't really like the fruit ones. I don't like the fruit.
But you don't eat fruit, period.
Oh my god, like allegations. I do eat fruit. I eat grapes. I eat apples.
No, you don't.
You know, I eat carrots. I know it's a vegetable.
That's not fruit, buddy.
That's the point. I just don't go out of my way to get them.
No, I go out of my way and you still don't eat them.
I'm healthy. I'm like $1 million, so clearly an apple a day isn't.
Speaking of health, oh my god, can I just vent?
Oh my god, please be careful. There are people listening to this.
So, let me tell you something. We're new to this area. A year new.
Oh my god, this is what you're gonna talk about. Oh my days. Go on.
we're a year new to this area, but I haven't been to any doctors here in the local area.
We are just slightly over a year now.
Yeah, because I showed you the picture of the first day in our house. And
well, we got the property in July.
Yeah.
But we didn't move in until August. Yeah.
And we had no curtains, and I was just like, our home. It was lovely. Anyway. So anyway, relatively new, but I haven't been to a doctor here or anything. I have an online doctor. I don't really need a doctor. I'm pretty healthy, you know, like you said, like healthy as a fiddle or whatever, fit as a fiddle. I got blood tests done and back home in Tralee when I visited. It was all good. So anyway, I'm looking for specific prescription, right? I'm not going to say for what, but I'm looking for a specific percentage that my online doctor can't prescribe. However, all pharmacies are saying they should be able to, blah, 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 go to a different doctor. So I go to a different doctor. And by the way, this is a good few different pharmacies, not just the one. So anyway, I book an appointment in person. I go in. It's like past working hours. It was like 7 p.m. or whatever. And this lady, oh my gosh. This lady does not take me seriously at all from the second I walk in. And she's kind of like talking to me in a laughing way, like, oh yeah, like, you know, that kind of way. And I'm like, whoa.
Like a little child, you don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck? Yeah. Like, how old do you think I am? Yeah. You know? It's like, oh, you're here without your mom. And oh my god, guys.
That's why people are scared to go to the doctor without their parents.
Because you get treated like shit. Like, literally, you get treated like shit. So this girl, older lady, she jumps up out of her seat, right? And like she puts this like heart monitor thing on me. I'm like, okay, like this is fucking weird, while I'm talking to her, you know. Then she takes my temperature, and then she's like, oh, can I check the back of your mouth? And I'm like, I'm here for prescription. And I was like, sorry, why am I doing this?
She gotta get it checked.
Yeah. And she was like, sorry, what's this for? Like, what's this for? And she's like, is this your first time in a doctor's office? The stupid heart monitor thing was still on me, like the floofy thing, and my heart. Blood pressure. Yeah, she's checking my blood pressure, and my blood pressure went so fucking high in that moment. And then she's like, "Your blood pressure is a bit high. Are you feeling okay? Like, do you have sinus issues or like whatever?" I'm like, "I'm literally fine. Like, what? Oh my god, the amount of things I wanted to say." But I didn't say anything. I had to stay cool, calm, collected because I needed a prescription. So anyway, she doesn't give me the prescription because she has no idea what I'm talking about. And after I explain, she's Googling in the meantime. And then she looks it up, just to be regurgitating everything that I just told her to me. And I'm like, hey, they said this is not licensed. And then all in all, for her to be like, it's not. So that was my experience from hell. And I hated it. And I was like, wow, people hate doctors for a reason. This was shit.
Yeah, it's interesting a little bit, like, growing up, I always found it very interesting that people were like, "Oh, doctors this, doctors that." Like they didn't like doctors. Whereas for me, for someone who practically grew up in the hospital, I think, because I've seen a lot of doctors, I know the percentage of good doctors is a lot more than the percentage of bad doctors.
Yeah.
But it seems like everyone seems to meet bad doctors, and then they just hate doctors because of that, you know?
But I feel like it's also a little bit different. Like in hospital, the people tend to be nicer, but GPs,
because it's like a private practice kind of thing. It's like, whereas in the hospital, it's like you're not making as much and you're doing it because you want to do it, obviously, before maybe get experience before you go to your private practice. But either way, yeah, like I've met some, don't mind me, I've met some bad nurses, doctors.
What's your worst nurse experience, doctor?
Nurse one is always them, like me giving them like because my left vein on my arm is my good vein. I know it because as I said, I grew up in the hospital essentially. I know which vein is good in my arms. I can point out to each good vein, and I know the best vein. And then I always give it to them, and then they're like, "No, I want the right hand." I don't know. Some people have a weird thing about the left hand. They just want to stab you in the right hand. I'm like, cool. And then they struggle, dish,
Oh my God.
keep messing up. And then they go to the left hand, and then they mess up there, and then they eventually get it. And I'm like, if we had like started where I told you to, we wouldn't have had this problem. And then obviously, I think the biggest thing is for doctors, like a lot of them, they don't really know what sickle cell is or how to deal with it. So a lot of times they just like rely on me, like just like, "Oh, what do you do?" And which is fair. Like, you know, they don't know. I'd rather that than them just try to make up shit and mess me up more.
Google's sickle cell.
Like, but you know, I'll be like, "Oh, this is what we do. It's usually the procedure. If I go to this, my specific doctor, or I go whatever hospital or whatever, this is the procedure, blah, 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 blah." And then they listen. Or the ones that don't listen or like fight it, I'm like,
they fight, like they tell you that's not right or something.
they're like, "Nah, we can't do that." I was like,
"Oh,
okay," but I don't care. But I've only ever had that like, I think like twice or 2 or 3 times. More time, it's literally like, "Oh, what do you do?" This, even if I was to like be like, "Give me a boatload of morphine," they're like, "Give it to him." The man said, you know. So like, yeah, it's always pretty interesting the way it is. And so I guess I've never really had. I think for me, it's more just like I've had a lot of doctors who just don't know about my scenario, and they're just learning. But the biggest thing is like I'm just like that lab rat, because every time I come into the hospital, especially this hospital back in Kerry when I used to be in the hospital there, like the amount of student doctors that would appear when it was my turn, you know, for like the rounds is insane, because essentially like me and my youngest brother were pretty much the only case of sickle cell. Like, so essentially like they're like, this is a great learning opportunity. Like you read about it in the books, but you never get to see it in real life, you know? So like they're all there and they'll ask me questions like, "Oh, that's this," which is really good though, because it's like they're now learning. You know, they're learning, because then that way, hopefully from me, they'll be able to treat it if they ever see it. But it's just so funny because it's literally like 20 heads. You're like, yes. And so if
He's like, "Shut the fuck up."
But no, it's good. It's in the long term, because it means now they have exposure and they can like, hopefully there's some other kid with sickle cell that eventually they run across. They're like, "Oh, I actually saw this that one time with this kid way back when," you know. So like,
hopefully it's, you know, you're memorable enough. I just feel like, you know, doctors, especially like new ones, like see so many patients in a day. It's so easy to forget. But I hope that, you know, your charm,
I'm sure
stuck with
like
them.
one sickle cell patient, they'll stick with them, because they probably aren't seen another one unless you go to like Dublin or something, or leave like for London or somewhere, or America maybe, in certain regions, you know, they'll be more familiar with it. But it's one of those things. Do you
know that, I don't know why, but just as you said it, it just clicked in my brain that a lot of doctors rely on sick patients to tell them, like researchers and stuff, to tell them how something feels.
Well,
like as in, it's not like the doctor knows.
But most of it is known at this stage. Like,
I get that, but I mean, it all started by the patient explaining, and someone listening,
and then and then if enough people are the same, then it's like, this is a common factor of this sickness.
That's crazy.
Well, how else are you meant to learn? Sure, that's why like through human history, like doctors a lot of the time were messed up, as in like they got things wrong. There's a lot of BS in there, because
But do you not
Especially
think that
back in the day.
yeah?
They were
Do you
just
not
doing
think that
whatever.
this is still the case in some places?
I
too?
think it's always ever evolving. I think it's definitely like the same thing with like any science field. It's just constantly evolving, right? Because any medical science related field is just constantly evolving due to the fact that what we believe to be true as of right now is true based off our understanding of it as of right now. If we get new understanding, it can change the whole game.
Absolutely.
You know? So it's literally just, it's all periodical. Like,
I think we're still so far behind. I think we're only literally still at the start of like, findings, and especially like bodily, I don't know, behavior, stuff like that. And it's funny you mentioned that, because literally today I was thinking of like how you eat your chips before your burger, right? Because I
Like
was thinking,
me.
yeah, and I was thinking how I like to have a bit of everything in my mouth, right? And I was like,
pause.
wait, out of my plates, relax. And then I was like, oh my god, what if this is literally something like wired differently? Like, what if like, some people have like better like salt taste buds, or like more, how people are weird about textures and stuff like that. And I feel like we don't know enough about it. We just like accept what people say, but it's like there's definitely something.
So you're thinking I'm weird because I like to eat my chips before my burger?
No, I don't think that's weird, because you might find me eating everything weird.
But guys, okay, let's explain the logic behind eating the chips before the burger. The burger is the main show. It's the piece de résistance. Piece de résistance.
I actually find the fries the piece of resistance most of the time.
Relax yourself.
Sorry.
Okay. Whatever she said was just wrong. The burger, the chicken, the whatever it is the piece de résistance. It's the main thing. It's the flavors, right? And don't get me wrong, chips is lovely, but it's the flavors.
You're treating it like your starter.
Yes, it is. Chips as the starter. You use it to get your stomach ready for the amazingness that's about to go into your mouth right now. Pause, no diddy. Like it's literally like you need to really make sure that it's like, yes. Like, because let's be honest, you have to look at it like a graph, right? You eat the chips and your happiness and your taste increases, it's like exponential. Like, you're going from down, and then eventually it's gonna like flatten out, right? Because it's just the same. But then you eat the burger, boom, it spikes up again.
Wow.
Whereas if you eat the burger, you spike really high, exponentially. But then
the chips can't keep up.
The chips can't keep up. You like for the first little bit, it's like flat lines. But then it just nosedives because you're like, wait a minute, the burger is so much better than the fucking chips. What the hell did I do that?
And that logically makes sense. I hear you. I just don't care.
No.
For me, it's like, oh my god, you know what it's like?
Because you don't get a second coming, right? For you just go up and then flatline for the rest of the meal, right? When you're eating chips and the burger at the same time,
but I'm happy.
You go up and it just flatlines.
But I
Whereas
feel like
for
I'm
me,
staying
I
up.
go up, flatline, and then I go up again. It's like
No, but for me, it's like, how you said it's a starter? So I use that as a starter, my burger, my main, and then again, starter, main, starter, main, you know what I mean? So it just keeps
I don't
going
like
up
her.
and up.
I feel. Take me, mom. Save me.
I'm overwhelmed.
I'm not safe here.
I'm overwhelmed.
I don't like this. No, but like, I'm getting 2 ups. You're only getting 1.
I don't know. My burger will be cold. Like,
my burger isn't cold because I don't eat my food.
Yeah,
slow.
but you inhale your food.
I'm like,
I don't like that. Even today, you were like chugging that coffee like it was like the last thing. I was like, why do you do that? Like, just sip it.
I can't sip. I can't. Once again, like, I think we mentioned this before. Maybe it's because of the household I came in, but like I came up in. But like, food is a precious resource.
Brothers,
Yeah, food is a precious resource. There are days you'll come back thinking there's food there waiting for you, not knowing that your brother ate the rice, didn't cook the new set of rice, and then there's just stew. You can't just eat stew on its own. There's no Gary to make eba. There's no fufu. There's no amla. There's no nothing. So you just eat. You have no food, and then you're just coming and you're just mad. You're upset. You've been looking forward to getting food all day, and you have nothing waiting for you. It's painful. And then when you have food, you just gotta.
I think what, a lot of food habits that people have are definitely due to how they were raised.
Yeah.
And their circumstances and, you know, whatever, home.
Our baby's gonna eat amala, fufu pandel.
Yeah, I want a baby to eat everything. But yeah, the little baby.
Yeah, the little baby who eats it. It's like,
so
and I'm like, that's my baby. That was me. When I was growing up, guys, the way I ate amala is like, ask my mom always tells a story, like Farouk as a baby was just eating that shit like mad. But
I need to start making amala. I made fufu before.
Yeah, she did actually, you know.
And it came out good. Like,
yeah, actually, you know.
Nice.
You know, she didn't have the pounding technique, but she still got it.
I got it somehow.
Not you know, but she'll get there next time like perfect. I know she'll be like, you gotta the thing about that. Like,
one of my arms is gonna be so.
You gotta just beat it. The way even my mom, the way she, you know, she'll get in the pot, and then when it's like nearly ready, it's like, you know, she puts it in between her legs, like as she's sitting down, and then she just beats the.
But you know one thing though, she makes bigger portions, which I feel like. At least you're getting more bang for your buck.
Oh yeah, because you put a lot of effort.
And I'm like, all of that for two portions.
Like you like broke your shoulders, your arms just for like a little.
It's like, what? That's so not worth it.
Nah, actually, now I want pounded yam and the goosey or like amla and abula. No, we can't do that to ourselves now, guys.
We can.
We're in a cut, guys.
Yeah.
Yes,
we are.
And then I know you guys are like, aren't you guys always in a cut? Actually,
not me.
No, I already did my cut. I was actually in a very good way. I was sitting around 84 for a good while.
Yeah, you're skinny.
And
can't even see you there.
Yeah, I was sitting at 84. It was good, right? Relatively lean. But then I just relaxed, you know, because I didn't, obviously I was trying to cut.
Sorry. Do you know that meme where it's like, oh my God, guys, today I ate a salad and the wind almost blew me away. The craziest thing.
I don't know, but that's funny as hell.
That's
funny as hell. But no, yeah. So and then I did a maintenance, and now I'm like, all right, let me, because I just wanna. I think I mentioned before. I'm just trying to get lean and stay lean and strong, though. You know, and just stay lean.
I think you're looking fabulous.
Because I don't think I can get. Thank you. I don't think so though. Because I don't think I can get any much bigger than this. You know, I'm not really trying to chase the genetic freaks that are in my lives anymore. I'm just gonna do by me.
Like me, obviously.
Yeah, of course. I'm being that ass as well. And but I'm just gonna stay in my lane, just have a good physique. I just want that athletic, you know.
You have
like,
a very good
athletic. Like people be like, oh, like he like exercises and stuff, you know.
He has a healthy heart.
Yeah, no, not just a healthy heart. I wanted them to be like I wonder if he like runs or something. Like, is he like?
Yeah, but you know that's one thing I always think of. Like people who are generally like, you know, lean but not like bodybuilder stuff. My first thought is that's someone with a good heart. Like, you know, I don't know, because I feel like their
heart's working.
Yeah, very well. Because like when I first started weightlifting, like I was like, oh my God, I'm a gym freak. Like I'm a gym person. And then when I started like going to classes, like, you know, step and tone and stuff, and I was like, yo, like my heart can't keep up with this. So that made me work on my fitness levels.
Yeah, that's why you gotta do combat sports.
Yeah.
Combat sports are great because sparring or doing even just like their training sessions is so hard. Like I always say, like the hardest sessions I always had were boxing training like sessions, and that's not just hitting pads. That's not even fucking doing like rounds, guys. It is tiring. It's funny. Yeah. My boy just went to like a Muay Thai class there, and he was Wole.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he went to Muay Thai class, and he was just like, yeah, that shit was.
That's rough.
Tough, you know, and he's very good. Like he's doing 5K, 10Ks all the time, every day. You know,
it's different though. It's different kind of endurance. The way it hits your body,
yeah, the way it hits your body, the endurance is so different.
I was listening to Joe Rogan, and
Joe, have you?
what is he? Venison eating? No, whatever.
The venison eating one.
Anyway, I was listening to Joe Rogan. And he was saying, because he has a son, I think 2 daughters, something like that. He was saying that he put his son in a combat sport, like as soon as he was old enough, because he was like, this kid is angry, you know, like, and putting all the anger into a sport has been so good for his like behavior.
Yeah.
Is that true for like, you know,
boys? I think so.
He said his daughter's not like that. So.
Yeah, I do think like obviously boys tend to be a little bit more like, which is funny because we say girls are more emotional, but I think boys are like, I think girls are more emotionally in tune and boys are emotionally like outbursty, right, kind of thing.
But emotionally in tune is very mature.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's
Very
why girls
demure,
and that's
very
why girls
mindful.
mature. Very mindful, very demure. That's why they mature faster. But yeah, I think definitely combat sports is a very good outlet. Like gym alone is a very good outlet for most males, you know. And then like what's it called? Combat sports is also very good. Like I really enjoyed it. Like when I started kickboxing, I really enjoyed it, and then I moved to boxing. I was like, yeah, I really like it was great for me fitness wise, and also like mentally wise. I really liked it. You know, I was getting my ass handed to me the whole time in boxing because guys, fighting on the streets and fighting in like sports is not the same thing. you'll get fucked up.
How would you know?
I don't know. I've never done such a thing. Exactly. But yeah, so. Yeah, like I think it's really good. I do think it's good. Also, it's a great self-defense. Me personally, I'd put my daughters in those straight away because I want them to have self-defense. Even if a guy is physically strong or whatever, I want to give them their best chance. You know, and God forbid, worst case scenario, they have to like stand up for themselves. Best case, at least they can stand up for themselves somewhat. You know, and that's what I want.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think problems issues can be very well solved. Anger problems.
That is so rude. Anger problems.
Is that the right way?
Anger problems.
Problems.
He used to say problems. He always said problems.
That's even cuter.
Anger problems.
Yeah, I think
wage problems is actually what he said. Wage problems.
Oh, like rage.
Wage problems.
That's so cute. I think a lot of men could benefit from that in general. Period.
Yeah, absolutely.
Period.
I fully agree. I think it definitely is one of those things that it really helps you. I think it's you really gotta see the full picture, and you just gotta be like, this is good.
Yeah.
Even just gym.
I agree. I recently bought a walking pad.
Oh, guys, all you hear is.
It's not that heavy, no?
Yeah, but you hear it throughout the house. You don't know. Yeah.
I know.
I be upstairs.
I know because I put my earphones in because it's so annoying.
And I hear is and then I was like thinking literally came to my mind today. I was like this. I wonder if our neighbors are now like, what the hell is this on? We're lucky the neighbors on this side, they're gone. They've been on like holiday for a while.
I don't care where they are.
Where the whole
It's my house.
I know, but I'm just saying while
Sell
the
your
whole
house
walking
if
pub has
you're
been
not
there. Why is it the other neighbors? I'm sure like before they were like, oh, these are the best neighbors. They're so quiet. They don't really make noise. And now every day they're.
I know, but it's only for like an hour a day, and it's never at nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, know what I mean?
Also, I think more time while you're doing it, they're
not even home, so it's fine. But yeah, I got a walking pad. I wasn't even influenced because
you were influenced.
I wasn't influenced because I didn't get it. No, I didn't get it from someone.
No, but you were influenced because you were like, oh my god, the internet said walking pad is really good, and I really want
No, I didn't. No, I did not. That's what I'm saying. I've seen walking pads online for a time. They've been around for a long time. And I was like,
wow, really? You don't say?
Yes. And I was like, oh, like I should get one. I should not get one. But obviously, like over summer, it made no sense. Like we weren't doing anything. And I was like, you know what? I want my goal to be like 10,000 steps for like.
Don't let the sun fool you right now. It's been pissing rain every day besides this.
And like also, you know, we've been walking a lot even when we were home, like to the store and back because the weather permitted. But now that the winter's coming, like darker days, you know, stuff like that, I think it's been so good to get me moving. Like there's no excuse. There's no excuse for me having no movement in the day. And I feel like even if I get my 10,000 steps in, which is very fucking long, by the way, I feel like once I get that in, there might be days when I don't go to the gym and I don't even feel guilty about it or anything because I'm like, I worked out today. Because like I said, 10,000 steps is a lot.
10,000 steps is a lot.
Bro, it's like 8 kilometers. Do people know that?
Yeah.
Because I feel like sometimes people are like, yeah, 10,000 steps.
No.
Like it's nothing. No, it's like over 8 kilometers. That's a lot.
It is a lot.
And it keeps infuriating me that I'm like, it's 8 kilometers. Do people not understand how long that is?
Yeah, it is. 10,000 kilometers.
What?
10,000 kilometers. No one's doing that. We must be freaking giants a kilometer per step.
Yeah.
But
we did 100,000 steps though.
Yeah, we did the 100,000 step challenge. Oh my god, that was so long.
That was rough.
My feet were so sore.
Yeah.
They were so sore.
Yeah.
We actually have that episode, I'm pretty sure, no?
It was a YouTube no?
No. But I'm saying like we talked about it on the podcast because we had the podcast during then, didn't we?
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, maybe not. Because I don't
think so, buddy.
This is when I was in my last company.
It is.
And
Because was it part of a challenge at work or something?
What do you mean challenge at work? It was a challenge that I made at work.
Anyway.
Yeah, it was a fundraiser I did. A little,
very unrealistic of you.
Funny. And yeah, I know it was actually not easy. We made 33,100 euros.
Oh, that's very good, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good.
We raised. That's what it is. We raised 33,100 euros for charity.
Very good. Very nice. Very demure.
And my feet were dead, guys. I don't think we walked around all literally
like twice because it still wasn't enough.
Like, it actually is not easy. Also, by the way, it was not 10,000. It was not 100,000 chips in one day. It was 50,000 and 50,000.
Which is a lot, by the way.
A lot. 50,000 and 50,000. Like, imagine doing 50,000 one day and your legs are dead and you're like, I have to now do 50,000 again.
It was like 40 kilometers per day.
Guys.
Which is insane.
It was so long. Like, my feet, I did not want to stand up again after
day one. I was cooked. Like, I was
like,
done.
Like, literally, Nicola and I saw each other on day 2. We're like, oh my God, we're actually doing this.
And we had to wake up early as well. Yeah. Because how else are you meant to
get the steps in? Yeah. So and then we're like, we're actually doing this. And then we did it. And then we stopped. I was like, oh my God, never do that again. I'm actually never doing that again. Because
but the thing is,
I feel like I would do it again.
I wouldn't do it as a challenge. I would do it if it's like, oh, let's go somewhere on the China Wall or whatever.
Great Wall of China.
Great Wall of China.
Oh, China Wall. China Wall. That's like something like my parents would call it, like China Wall.
Did you understand? Did you understand?
But yeah, no. Yeah, guys, honestly, I don't know if I did. Because I'm looking back, it just was a lot. Yeah. It was a lot. Like, it was a lot. But then, like, people do that shit, you know, like, on a regular weekends. Like, you know, super, like, people who do, like, all those, like runs. Like, you know, like, crazy, like,
but you know that's,
runs. Like,
that takes such a huge toll on your body and your bones.
Yeah, but I feel like if your body's built for it, like,
actually, fun fact, nobody's knees is built for that extreme amount.
I mean, people who have people who are doing a lot of those things consistently. Yeah. Like they're doing like properly, not just doing it. You know, like people who are like, I just did a marathon. No, people who are like, they're doing those things and they're like doing the like exercises to strengthen those joints, doing the like the HIIT workouts, all those things, like the mobility, all the people who are like deadly about it. I feel like they're definitely, their body's built for it. Like, yes, it's hard, but it's like having like a 1% impact on them versus for us, it's like 100% impact, you know.
My knees were crying.
Yeah, no, for me, it wasn't my knees. It was the bottom of my feet.
Do you know, actually, today I was walking on my walking pad.
Because I did it in Vans.
Yeah, that was dumb. I did it in Nike foams. I was great. It wasn't that bad.
Oh my God, I just remember I did it in Vans. I was so dumb.
I have a blister on the bottom of my foot. I walked on my walking pad barefoot. That was so dumb. But you know that's meant to be really good for straightening your feet.
Yes.
Your feet. What did I say?
Sure, they say that's why they have those like you know, shoes that aren't shoes that it's like each toe is like individual. Individual. And then like it's so you can feel around that. That's better for you.
When I told you that yesterday, you were like, no.
No, I didn't. I literally said, like I just didn't give a shit at the time. Like,
oh, that tells you everything. We can wrap it up, guys.
Yeah, let's wrap it up there. I've already exposed myself enough. You know, I don't messed up, as they say. So, anyway,
bye.
This pretty girl. We'll be talking to you guys next week. I won't be here. Imagine, could you? Yeah, you could easily hold up an episode by yourself.
Why are you not going to be here?
I'm going to be here. That was just a joke.
Oh.
But you could hold up an episode by yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Do you think I could hold an episode up by myself?
Yes.
Yeah.
You just ramble.
I just ramble.
And be like, oh my God, guys, sorry, it's been 2 hours and a half.
Yeah,
until next time.
Yeah, until next time.
There he goes.